Guys, I'm not sure if you have heard, okay, but there are rumors that are spreading. There are rumors that are swirling about a possible WNBA lockout that could happen next year, okay, for the next season for 2026, due to them not being able to come to an agreement with the latest CBA deadline, salary, player compensation, benefits, etc., etc. And I am shook. Allow me, guys, to read to you a little article. It's a very educational article brought to you by thesun.com. It is titled, WNBA is heading towards an extraordinary lockout with strict new salary deadline approaching and no deal still not in place. And it reads, the WNBA is quickly headed towards a lockout. The WNBPA has around 60 days. Again, the deadline is October 31st. So they have 60 days to agree with the league on a new collective bargaining agreement, or aka the CBA, but things don't look too good. According to Front Office Sports, a deadline extension is the only thing that will stop the league from having a work stoppage. The players are working diligently to achieve a transformational CBA that builds on the growth, momentum, and positive news surrounding women's sports in the WNBPA Executive Director Terry Carmichael Jackson told FOS. As we approach the 60-day mark, the league's lack of urgency leaves players wondering if it is focused on making this work or just running out of the clock. Fans do not want that. They are with the players and demanding a new standard for the W. The league sent its own statement to Front Office Sports on Monday. We have been clear with the WNBPA, but so there is no doubt. Our number one priority is to get a new collective bargaining agreement completed that addresses the players' priorities while also supporting the long-term growth and success of the league and teams, the statement said. We have been meeting with the union throughout the summer and will continue to meet until this gets done, with additional sessions already scheduled throughout the rest of the season. The WNBA playoffs ends by October 17th, so there won't be any time missed this year. However, there is a real chance that the league could miss the entire season in 2026. There is a precedent where the two parties could extend the deadline. In 2019, the league and the union extended the deadline by 60 days. That allowed them to complete negotiations before the free agency started. However, this year is much different. There are multiple expansion teams coming, yes, of course, and no rules have been set for expansion drafts. It's like, this league is so mishandled, guys. It just makes me so mad. It says this can't be set until a CBA is in place, and a CBA won't be in place until the players get what they want. The WNBA has never lost games to a work stoppage, but it appears on track to happen in this cycle. The union is looking to transform the revenue sharing structure and could look to reflect the NBA's version. In the NBA, players get about half of the league's revenue, and the salary cap rises with the revenue rise. Last season, the NBA salary cap rose by 10%. Each year, the WNBA salary cap rises at a fixed 3%. The main focus for the WNBPA is to get players a better portion of the league's revenue in the future. I'm so sad, guys, I could cry. So there you have it, guys. There it is. So again, I am in agreement with these women. They need to be paid what they are owed. Again, nobody, like Kelsey Plum said, nobody is demanding that they get they get paid what the NBA players are making. We're not asking for $50 million a year. And I wish people, like the average person, could like read more into like the CBA negotiations, because again, these players just want a base livable wage, a base salary, a livable salary, right? Like, for example, the average rookie contract is getting paid per year in the WNBA is about $64,000. Compared, again, I gotta compare and contrast. Compared to the NBA, like their rookie contract is like $12 million. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, again, that's because the NBA players, they receive at least 50% of the league's revenue. And again, their revenue increases per year. Like last year, it increased by 10%. The freaking WNBA is capped by 3%. And it's like, it doesn't have to be that way. Again, you have opportunities when it comes to sponsorships, brand deals, collaborations, etc., etc., to own publishing, to own the copyrights for the WNBA exclusively, for the players of the WNBA players to actually make revenue and to be actually able to capitalize and monopolize off of their name, their likeness, their image. Okay, like, guys, if the freaking college athletes, okay, little girls, 18 to 22-year-olds who play college basketball, if they making millions of dollars off of their name, image, and likeness, how come in the WNBA rather, these women don't even get paid a dime for their jersey sales? Do you not know that? If I buy a Caitlin Clark jersey, Asia Wilson, Angel Reese jersey, none of the money, the portions go to them, even though it has their names on it. Again, I'm tired of the greed. And I'm tired of y'all playing in these women's faces. Again, I do not agree with the lockout. I believe hopefully they just extend the deadline, and that the WNBA's, the powers that be, okay, of this league, they stop being stupid, selfish, self-centered, and greedy, consumed with consumerism, consumed with capitalism, and give these players what they deserve. Again, in my opinion, if you play in the WNBA, a rookie's salary should be no less than $250K, $250,000. Call me what you want. Don't call me on speakerphone. I ain't trying to hear it anyway. Again, that's just my opinion. And again, it can be done. People keep on saying, "Oh, they're upside down. They're not turning a profit." Did you guys know? I just saw this. I might do a article about this later on because again, I want to bring my channel to be more positive news. The WNBA this current season got more average viewership than last season. Okay, and again, we all know Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Yes, that little storyline, hero versus the villain, etc., etc., whatever you want to call it. Okay, that was a huge major draw for the WNBA's popularity that surged last season. Okay, but Caitlin Clark has been out for like damn near 2 months in this current season, and it still has risen. Okay, the intrigue, the clicks, the tickets, everything has risen at least 13% in this current season in 2025. Okay, so the money is there. Okay, it's getting generated. We're going to turn a profit. Now y'all saw what happened with Unrivaled League. They pretty much broke even. I believe they invested around $75 million. They got like $76 million back. But the players were still all heavily compensated beautifully. They had an on-site salon, Sephora, makeup station. Like Nafisa Collier and a guy named Brianna Stewart, they did their thing. Okay, how come an entity that came out in 96, 97, they are not able to manage this league? This league has been mishandled. It's been mismanaged, and it's like it's so unfair to these women. It's unprofessional, and something needs to be done about it. Again, I don't agree with a lockout, but again, they got to do what they got to do. Okay, the only change is going to happen if they like put some screws to the ASS. Okay, but again, I love women's basketball. I love the WNBA. It's like it'll be so sad to see like next season, and again 2026, that's when the Toronto Temple will come out, and it's like because the players have not been able to come to an agreement with the CBA deal. The CBA deal has not made any agreements on what we're gonna do with this expansion team. That's why it's like with the WNBA got to crawl. You've got to crawl before you walk. Why do we keep on? Again, I love that they are expanding teams. I love it. But why not expand the rosters? Why not, before we expand the teams, before we expand the rosters, why not pay these women some money? You see the freaking the owner, like the Connecticut Sun or somebody who wants to buy the Connecticut Sun, they put up $325 million. WNBA is like, who you think you is? You ain't give us the proper paperwork. You ain't go through the proper channels, the proper protocol. You ain't go through your chain of command, how we like to say it in the military. And it's like they were just so spiteful and like arrogant, and like you can tell like it was almost coming across as like jealousy and envy that like this I think he's like a Boston Celtics like / part owner of them. He wants to buy the Connecticut Sun and move it to Boston. That was just kind of like, how dare you want to take this raggedy team and give them a facility, give them world-class chefs, private pools and things. How dare y'all? No, Connecticut Sun will remain in poverty. Like, the WNBA, whoever is in charge, and it's not just one person. Okay, we can't just put all the blame and focus on Kathy Engelbert. She ain't the only one. As a whole, the WNBA needs to be fired. I don't want there to be a lockout. I like watching women's hoops, okay? But at this point, if the only thing I got to look forward to next season in 2026, next year, is women's college basketball hoops until these women get paid the WNBA what they are worth, then so be it.